If we decide to take a good long look at the Warriorplus platform, you will be met with many different opinions and ideas as to the types of products and services that are being promoted and also sold on the platform itself. With regard, Warriorplus is a good platform for beginner affiliate marketers to get started on their journey, to set up their own promotions, to get an idea and get a foothold into the marketplace so that they can try and establish a name for themselves, which is good in its own way. But as with anything good, there's also a lot of bad. There's always that yin and yang effect, balance if you will. And as a result, while there is a lot of good, there is also a lot of negativity around various products or even vendors that also use the platform. Because while there are good products, there's a lot of crappy products being sold on the platform too. And a lot of them are just being made up very quickly as a quick cash grab for an unsuspecting buyer or a beginner that's new to the online marketplace. Someone that's new to the whole online world and is trying to find their way and take those first steps into the unknown to try and figure out step by step what they need to do to start creating their own avenues and change their life. But the downside is that the products being sold on many platforms like Warriorplus are designed in a way to catch out those newbie affiliates or online entrepreneurs, because many of them are completely unaware of the trials and tribulations around what's good and what's not. And that's where you can get caught out, spending a lot of money on specific products that you think are going to help you, but in reality are only going to take money from you and they're not going to really do anything. Because a lot of times there's no support, there's no system in place to help you with exactly what you need. The products are usually broken, like the list can go on. And the downside is with the likes of Warriorplus, they allow these products and services to be sold on the platform. But at the end of the day, even if you look at the likes of the Facebook pages and support pages for Warriorplus and other groups online, you'll see loads of negative comments and people giving out and complaining regarding products being sold, that they're getting no help and vice versa. While that is true and it is a crying shame, but the reality comes back to you, the buyer, because at the end of the day, the vendors creating the products on this platform are only part of the problem. The main problem lies with you, the buyer, the consumer, because at the end of the day, it's your money that's paying for these people's products to maintain their lifestyle, to maintain their way of living, and so that they can just keep taking from you over and over and over again. Now, you could get away if you decide to spend money on a crappy product, which if you've checked out my channel, you will see loads of reviews in the past where I have covered a lot of useless products that are really no good, and I try to guide people to move away from them, to stop spending their money on just absolute crap. But I can only guide you. At the end of the day, it is up to you to make the final decision, because a lot of these products are really no good. And unfortunately, no matter what I say or anyone else says, more often than not, people don't really listen, because a lot of people are very headstrong. They're still new, they still don't really listen to what they're being told. At the end of the day, as I always say, I can open a door for you, but it's up to you to walk through it. If you don't, that is on you. In other words, it's your loss. And the same can be said for buying products and services online, and especially if you're utilising places like this, where most people genuinely know that there's a lot of junk products being sold, but people still buy them anyway. But that is down to the buyer. You need to ask yourself a couple of specific questions, and you need to be very realistic in terms of what you want to achieve out of the product that you're looking to use. You have to take a long look at the detail of the product. Now mind you, if you look at any product examples, if you look at the likes of different sales and preview pages that are on the platform, a lot of it is just the same regurgitated information that you will see on products previously from other vendors. Or what a lot of vendors do is they copy and paste each other's work formats just to get products out very quickly. But like I said, you need to ask yourself 3 specific questions. Is this product going to be useful to me? Can I use it to help me build a business? And the most important one is, do I really need it? Do I actually need it? And more often than not, you don't need it at all, because the chances are many of these products won't really help you get what you need. They'll only just take from you. Now, if you go out of the way and only buy the baseline product, which is anywhere between $12 and $20, yes, it is a lot of money for some people, but for others not so much. So it is what it is in that respect. Where you will get caught out is if you spend a lot of money on the upgrades and additional packages that are usually included in all of the upsells. That's what you want to stay away from, unless you know for sure that the product is genuine and that you genuinely want it. Then at the end of the day, like I said, it is up to you. But more often than not, you need to be very, very careful. because that's where you can get caught out. Because when you look at programs like this here, new program that's coming out called Fusion from Billy Dow, it uses AI to tap into various different aesthetics so that you can promote stuff on the likes of Instagram and other types of social media accounts. And the truth is you don't need to buy a product like this to utilize all of those benefits. All you need to do is literally just load up platforms like ChatGPT, which you can use the base model of it for free, and it will give you all of the ideas and concepts that you need to help you with promoting your content on the likes of Instagram. And again, it's free, it's not going to cost you anything. So why would you spend money on low level products thinking that it's going to help you, when the truth is you can do it yourself, and you can probably do it just as fast. And not only that, a lot of these products on these marketplaces genuinely most times don't really work. They may look fine from the outside, but when you go in to use them, they're quite basic, or sometimes they can be overkill in terms of the features that are involved, which can overwhelm somebody. So if you look on other types of websites, especially if you're already an affiliate, you can go on to the likes of Munchai, which gives you an idea of all of the exact product launches and big launch dates of all of these vendors that are going to sell their products on platforms such as Warriorplus. So you can get a direct insight as to what you need to do. Now, if you're an affiliate that's looking to promote it, in many cases you will gain access to all of the different peripherals and downloadable assets that you need to promote these products. But for many cases, there is a lot of these products that do be promoted by certain types of individuals. And at the end of the day, it is what it is, because regardless of the product vendors, the creators, or whoever promotes them, they're doing their thing. But at the end of the day, it's up to you, the individual, to make the choices as to whether you want to spend money dealing with these people or not. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that has the control, not the vendor, because it's your money that you're going to spend on these products. So always be mindful of that. Now, if you want to buy it, at the end of the day, it's up to you. But don't be going around crying and blaming everybody else because something doesn't work, when you know rightly well that you pretty much did get what you pay for, because at the end of the day, you've nobody to blame but yourself. Now, I could go on and on about the negative aspects of using platforms like this, but in saying that, there are positives to it, because like I said at the start of the video, while these platforms do have those negative aspects and aura surrounding them, they're still a decent way for beginner, especially affiliate marketers, because that's what these platforms are more focused on, people that want to create their own digital products and sell them online. If you are starting your own online business and you want to build a community of like-minded people to promote you, then Warriorplus can allow you to do that. But as long as you do it in a specific manner and you know yourself that you're providing value, because you don't want to con your audience or your buyers, you want to be authentic and transparent. Now, if you can do that, you can still use this platform to get your foot in the door in terms of building your online presence, as there are a lot of benefits to using the likes of these platforms, as it does a lot of the heavy lifting and a lot of the heavy work for you. It allows you to categorize all of the specific elements that you need in order to get your product uploaded, and then being able to recruit affiliates, and affiliates that you know are genuine, they're like-minded like yourself, to help you promote and get more eyes on your product. Even myself personally, I have promoted products from worthwhile vendors that do create a lot of value and present a lot of value to their audience on the platform, and I have made money with it in the past. But in saying that, I was also in the same boat as many of you watching this video. If you're just starting out, only a couple of years ago I was in the same position as you. I was starting out, I was new, I did not know what I was doing. I hadn't a clue what I was doing, to be honest. I was just trying to find my way, like many of you are, and I made the habit of buying a lot of products and services on platforms like Warriorplus, thinking that it was going to help me get started, because I didn't know the whole ins and outs. I didn't know that you have to put a lot of hard work in up front in order to start building an audience in the first place. See, that's the one thing a lot of these platforms and programs never teach you, is that they don't tell you how to build a community first and then start promoting later. And obviously you want to promote stuff that's relevant to your audience. What are their needs? What are their specific issues that they have? And promote products and services, or even create your own digital products in order to help them. You're not taught that really at the start when you're trying to find your way. And I too got caught out with that as well. And it took me a long time to figure all of that out. It wasn't until I came across the platform that I've been using, which is Taking Action Online. There's a link in the description. And the creator of that, Philip Bowerman, helped me to understand all of the specifics. And the truth is, had I not met Philip and had I not learned from his guidance, I'd still be lost. I'd still be trying to figure things out. Now, at the end of the day, you can only take my word for it, but you'll see it for yourself, because you could still either keep going down the road of trying to figure things out on your own, or you can actually get genuine help that will really help you. I can even help you myself, because I've learned enough along the way that I can also help and teach other people to learn all the specific elements, because I do it every day, not just on this channel but other content avenues that I've created over the years as well. So I've taken everything that I have learned from the training that I have acquired through taking action online, and I've used that in other areas of online business or even other channels that I've created to help build an audience, so that you can promote products and services that are relevant to the people that are looking for them. But the truth is, if you are desperate to figure out how to build any sort of business online, regardless of whether it's doing affiliate marketing or just trying to promote or sell your own digital products or services, yes, you can look at platforms like Warriorplus to help you with those avenues if you want to do that. But just know that there's a lot of pros and cons. Yes, there are some really good products and vendors on there, but there's also a lot of bad ones that you do have to be aware of. But it's not until you've put yourself in that situation, and it's not until you've surrounded yourself with people that can teach you all of the pros and cons of these elements, that you will really start to see the bigger picture. And that's what worked for me. It wasn't until I put myself in that situation and then I started to get the guidance off the right people that I realised that a lot of the stuff that I had been buying was just junk, and it was no good to me. So I ended up wasting a lot of money, like I'm sure many of you have. And that's what I'm trying to get across here, is to just not waste your money. If you genuinely are desperate to spend money, which I imagine a lot of you are, because even looking back on myself, I was very impulsive. I genuinely was just nearly itching to go and just buy something thinking it would help me, instead of taking a step back and asking myself those questions which I mentioned earlier. Do I really need it? And the truth is, more often than not, I didn't. But if you really are genuinely wanting to spend money on an online product, why not invest it in training? Something that can give you more knowledge and more awareness of what exactly you need to do, so that you can avoid making the same mistakes that I made and other people have made. There are plenty of avenues online that will teach you that, and the platform I've used, Taking Action Online, is one of those platforms. So it's totally up to you whether you want to invest your time and energy into it. It will give you a lot of insights, but I can only open the door for you, like I said. It's up to you to walk through it. But I'm just here to tell you that while many of the products on the likes of Warriorplus are decent, there's also a lot of junk. And you just need to be mindful, because at the end of the day, it is your money. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to spend it on crap and then have nothing then for later on. You need to invest your money in the right areas that's going to help you grow. The truth is if you keep buying crappy products and just keep buying on impulse, you're not growing. You need to be more self-aware of what it is that you're doing and what you want to achieve from your progress and your journey. It all starts and ends with you. But if you are interested in continuing to buy products from Warriorplus, you can do so at your own leisure, but just be mindful of the specific elements around the products. When you see the same names popping up on the likes of Munchai and other types of places where you see regular names popping up each month where they have literally a product coming out each month, that has to have alarm bells ringing and make you think that there's something not right there. So you do need to look at that. But like I said, it is up to you at the end of the day. You're the one that makes the final decision in terms of how you spend your money. But if you do want to spend money, again, you can check out the product I've recommended below, or what you can do is you can even sell your own digital products. And if you want to know more about that, I have created another video which I'll show here on screen that will discuss more elements of what you need behind setting up your own products online and what you need to do to promote yourself. So if that's something you want to look at, you can check it out.